Welcome to the Real Guy Talk podcast, where we talk about what real guys like to talk about. This week, we're going to kick it off with music. And if we're talking about music, we're going to talk about the most anticipated album, J. Cole. J. Cole's album. How do you guys feel about that? I'm gonna wait to give my opinion, but I want somebody else to go first. Let's go with Lewis. How do you feel about that?
I told you, it's a 10 out of 10. That's a 12 out of 12. That's not a miss. That's the whole way from start to finish. It was not, there was bits and pieces of songs that weren't great to hear, like the end of Amiri was not very pleasant. The song that you skipped in the car
Yeah,
is he's
yeah,
kind of
I know exactly
you know what I
song you're
mean?
talking about.
There's some skits and that start and end and are kind of plugged in middles of songs that do kind of throw off the flow. But I enjoyed it.
What would you say is your favorite song on there?
I know mostly everyone's same answer is either going to be Pride is the Devil or My Life, pretty much. That's basically like everyone's answer. I actually liked 100 Mil. They're probably my top three songs.
Okay. So, Jeremy, how did you feel about the album?
I liked it a lot. I didn't not like it. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10, not 10 out of 10. It wasn't. It's not 9 out of 10 because of any dislikes or. It's just it's J. Cole is a great artist in my opinion, but J. Cole doesn't drop a lot of music. So in a couple months, we're not well, maybe not a couple months, but eventually when it dies down, when new music comes out, it's like it's kind of gonna be forgotten about to me, unless unless it's somebody starts putting it on TikTok or like some shit makes it relevant.
I'll give it a couple days.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's your favorite song on there?
The little baby song. I forgot the name of it.
Pride is the Devil.
Everyone's gonna.
Yeah,
It's
I fucked
like
with that one.
overwhelming.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and get out of the way. Pride is the devil. Mine, Cesar.
Overwhelming answer.
I got it's top three.
Yeah.
Pride is the Devil, and then I got 100 Mil and Interlude. Those are my top three. I think 10 out of 10. Jeremy, I hear you on the give it a couple days will disappear, but there's people out there that replay J. Cole in and out.
For
It's still
sure.
classics and shit like that. So for sure. 10 out of 10. That's my final grade. First 10 out of 10 I gave on this podcast too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's rare, baby.
hard
What about
critic.
you, Chase?
Hard critic.
Okay, so for me, I can't give it a 10 out of 10. Like, it goes back to replayability for me. Now, I'm not saying I won't, if I hear a song, I'll skip it because I did enjoy all the songs on there. It's like I told Trey the other day. He played Pride is the Devil, and my first reaction to it was, that's all right. And then I put earphones in and I played it in my ear, and it was hitting it. So I would say an 8 out of 10. The Moneybag Yo album, I would say I like that one a little bit more than this one. But
You got a big money bag.
I don't know much
I'm
about
broke.
J. Cole. Like, I know like he's big, obviously, but I just need to listen to more J. Cole.
Nah, J. Cole's up there. I like J. Cole a lot. Like,
I mean, the album's like
it's just-
first in like how many countries? Like 40, 100, something like that.
Oh,
All his
he's gonna be the
songs are
first
gonna be
ever
in the
artist to have his
Billboard top
entire
40.
album debut at 40.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
top
he's-
40.
Yeah.
he's
So obviously people mess. It goes down to your preferences,
he's just slept on. I feel like because of
I would not say he is.
I feel like
slept on at all.
he's slept on because of the way he drops his music. Like it takes a while sometimes. Like
I think it's just more hate than slept on, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
I don't think slept on
I
is
don't
the right.
hate it.
I know what you're going for.
Not hate it,
but
like
I don't
hate-
think slept on's
hate
right.
on him.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm saying for this album, J. Cole is great. Don't get me wrong. J. Cole is a great rapper, but I didn't find much replay value, like Mambo was saying, in this album. That's why I feel like in a couple days it's just gonna be no more J. Cole. And the way he drops music is like, I don't want to say he tries to copy Drake, but it's much like Drake. It just doesn't hit as well. You know what I'm saying? People will keep playing Drake. They'll keep playing him. J. Cole's gonna like his album's gonna stop getting the plays in just a couple days. I know that for a fact. Like don't get me wrong. He was telling his stories. He was great. Like the album is great through and through. It's something good to listen to. I didn't feel disappointed or wasteful listening to his album. But I give it myself like a 6 out of 10. Because if you pass me the aux chord, I'm not playing that. I'm just not. Sorry, I'm just not doing it. I like J. Cole, but the way he drops his music really is not right for me.
I think the way he drops his music, it kind of builds up the hype. You know, good thing takes time, and like it's sort of like how Kendrick does it too.
I
So
hear it, but I feel like you expect maybe a lot more from J. Cole. Because if anything, it just sounds like his old shit, to be honest with you. Like it just sounds like how he's always rapped. You would think that if somebody was gone for this long, he'd come back with something new for us. You feel me? But like if anything, it was really just like his last album, and all we can say is J. Cole's still top 10 rappers or top 5 rappers of all time. That's what we can say. But like, is he really? If we don't even play his music, you know what I mean?
I mean, I guess yeah, I see where you're coming from, but like then again, his shit sounds the same because that's the target audience he's aiming for, you know?
For sure.
So, it's all about who you like and who you don't like. That's your top 10. So that's what makes it controversial. But moving along from J. Cole, he recently signed a contract to play in the African Basketball League. My man had a debut yesterday, 3 points, I think 2 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Boy can ball. That boy can hold his own in an African league, and like I know the African league kind of demeans it, but he did his work in that league. How do you guys feel about that?
It's
Well,
pro
let's look
basketball.
a little bit.
Go ahead,
He only
Mo.
had 17 minutes. He had 17 minutes. So obviously he's like being built in, right? And it was 3 rebounds. Man's more of a rebounder than an assist. He had 2 assists. But no, I mean, like, it's his first game. He's playing against professionals over in Africa. So just give him time. Maybe I want to see him succeed. I really do want to see him succeed. Just because it's who's the last like rapper to go to like a sport,
I think I forgot who it was, but in like early 2000s, I think someone made it 2010. I forgot who it was. He was in
But
like
it would be cool. It would be cool if he did.
It was for sure be cool. I think. But what type of contract does he have? Does he have like a 10-day or something? Or like
I have
I
no
have
clue.
no idea.
No
I
either.
don't
clue.
know what kind of contract he has,
I have
but
no idea.
like you guys are saying, it's pro ball. He's playing with professionals. It was his first game, so he just got. I feel like he with a little bit of ease. J. Cole's nice at basketball. He's shown us in the celebrity games. You know what I'm saying? He's nice at basketball. So with training and workouts, and he just got to learn. You got to learn a little bit. I feel like he's gonna do his thing. Like Mamba said, I want to see him succeed.
Same. I agree with you. I want to see him succeed. I do like J. Cole. I do like J. Cole. They're like,
Does the NBA draft out of Africa? Out of that league?
I don't think so.
I have no.
You have to
clue.
like declare.
You would have to declare for the
Would
draft.
they get anybody signed from that league? Probably.
I mean, I know they declared, but like I think Joel Embiid came out of Africa. A bunch of other NBA players were found in Africa and got drafted.
Pascal,
Yes, Siakam too.
Burge.
So speaking on, recent news yesterday, the Hall of Fame happened. We had some notable former NBA players. So you got Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan. That is one hell of a class. I'll tell you that. In recent years, that is one hell of a class. Those 3 guys combined, they put up championships, numbers, awards, everything combined. They're franchise players. What do you guys feel about that?
No
Yeah,
cap.
well deserved. That's really all I could say for that. You knew that they were going to be Hall of Famers. You know what I mean? It's not a surprise at all. They're all some of the greatest players that we'll ever see in this game. You know what I mean? We'll never see them play again, but it was great to see it when it happened.
Who knows? Maybe they'll go to the big 3. They'll be picking up retired players every now and then.
Maybe was Glenn Davis on that? Did you see that?
Yeah, Big Baby's on. He's been in the big 3.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming back this summer.
Wow. Nice. He's good on Ice Cube, man. Good on him.
Mhm.
It'd be nice to see some fundamentals from Tim Duncan in the big three.
Tim Duncan with dreads.
Tim Duncan with dreads hitting the backboard every single time. Let's do it.
That man, one of the greatest power forwards, for sure.
The greatest power forward of all time.
The greatest.
Excuse me.
The. You know, the only thing that sucked about that class was that Kobe wasn't there. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But you know, they also came out with a 2021 class. I think it was introduced before, but they're gonna do it in September. And those got some big names also. You know, they got Paul Pierce, Chris Bosh, Ben Wallace, and Chris Webber. That's gonna be another good class.
Yeah, they
Yo,
just
don't
added
forget-
Kukoc in.
Yeah. Tony Kukoc. And don't forget about Bill Russell, the coach. Not the player, the coach.
Oh,
Yeah. Man got 11 rings and he's getting a second Hall of Fame, man. GOAT. The GOAT.
That's the only
That's
downside
fire.
to the NBA Hall of Fame.
Well,
Low-key.
You get a second jacket.
Because you can get inducted as a player, a coach, an international player.
Wow.
So you don't even have to like play in the NBA to get into the Basketball Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
really?
You don't even have to play in the actual NBA and be great at it. You can basically get nominated if you're a good college player. And any sort of
The
like
NBA.
influence to the game that you've provided. So like low key, like kind of a lot of people get in, so like it doesn't feel the same.
So you can play in Europe and get into Springfield.
Yeah, I think you can. I'm not really sure. I think so.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie. I think that's why there's like a whole international
asked?
wing. Like
Yeah,
you get
what
like
he
a whole,
asked?
if international players in Europe get to thing, yeah, because all the accolades
Yeah, I'm
carry.
pretty sure.
Yeah. Like if most of your career was in Europe, you play like 1 or 2 years, like you're kind of it's just basketball, not NBA Hall of Fame. So they do induct a shit ton of people. To be honest, that's kind of the only. Not that it's a wash or anything like that, but it's not as hard as like baseball. You can only be eligible for an X amount of years, and you have to get
Bro,
a certain
I
amount of
don't
votes.
understand that one.
Yeah, baseball, like
do
you're
not.
only eligible for like 7 years, and if you don't make it, you can't make it back, and you need like 70% of the ballots.
Yeah.
Football is mad hard to like. Basketball is low key like the easiest one to get into. Kinda. That's the only part, like shitty part about it, in a way.
So there's no votes. How do you get in?
You get nominated. I think
People-
like,
yeah.
take votes. You have to vote regardless.
Yeah, there's like a panel, a committee.
Yeah.
Like with the NFL, I think there's like 10.
Yeah.
Like 10 people vote.
Like
or
way
13,
harder to get into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way harder to get into.
Speaking of NBA, playoffs, play-ins are almost set in. They're about to start. We got the East standings, got Celtics at 7, Wizards at 8, Pacers at 9, and Hornets at 10. What are you guys thinking of the play-ins? How are they
Can I ask
looking?
you a question? You specifically?
Yeah, you can ask me, baby.
Are you scared of the Wizards?
Yeah, I think if we look at both conferences, Celtics have the best chance to miss out the playoffs, honestly. But it's not.
You know that.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm scared. Because Jalen Brown's hurt. That's it. That's the only reason.
Whatever, bro. You should be scared of the Westbrooks over there.
I am scared of the triple double king. That man. I'm a little terrified, but you know, everybody he got his triple double stat pattern. We all know that.
It's not stat pattern. Nobody can jump with that man. Say what you want.
I agree.
False.
with
I
you,
seen him kick his center in the knee. Allegedly.
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 I don't know
No,
how you
the
don't think.
Celtics. I already told Cesar, Celtics. I honestly feel like the Celtics are going to lose out in both games. I really do think they're going to be out of the playoffs. Just saying.
Don't
That's
sleep
my
on the
input.
Celtics. Don't sleep on Jason Tatum. Don't sleep on fucking Kemba Walker.
I ain't sleeping on them.
I'm
It's
not.
just,
I don't know. It's just they lost a piece for sure. Losing Jalen Brown, they're losing a piece. Like that shit hurts. But don't sleep on them. I don't think they're gonna lose both playing games. I feel like I don't know. I don't really see. I don't see the Hornets really making it.
I could.
I
could.
see the
I really
Celtics and
could.
the Hornets. honestly.
I hear it. Celtics, they definitely can. Like, I'm not saying they can't make the playoffs. I just think they won't. The momentum shift when they lost Brown, I think they're on a 5-game losing streak right now. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on a fight. I see you shaking your head. Yeah.
We just won our last the one before we just lost to the Knicks. I know we lost to the Knicks today, but we just won the game before that.
Bro, I swear I was looking at the
Yesterday?
standings this morning. It said lose
Yeah,
4.
it was the guy we just played.
No, yeah,
Okay,
we
then
played the
you're 1-4
Timberwolves.
in your last 5 games. That's not too good heading
That's not a
into
5-game losing.
to a playing game.
That's not
That
even confirmed.
Debatable. Some people, don't think it should be a thing. Others do. All right, we won't get into that unless you want to. But I mean,
Yeah, we scraped Minnesota.
That's
And then we benched everybody against the
they're
Knicks.
like half a win.
We
and
played
4
our whole bench
losses.
against the Knicks.
But yeah, I just really think the Celtics aren't going to make it. I don't know what is in my gut saying the Celtics won't. I just really don't think they're going to make it. I don't.
They're gonna make it.
I
I
think
think
it's,
Pacers don't make it either. So
No,
I'm
Pacers
really
don't
thinking
make it.
Hornets are going to make it. So
oh no, see, I have a different
maybe don't
approach.
trust.
Celtics don't make it.
I think
I mean, the
Celtics.
Celtics make it. Sorry. Go ahead, Cesar.
I think Celtics Wizards definitely have the upper chance, the better chance. And if the Celtics do lose, I think they're gonna play the Pacers. And with the Pacers, I think it's gonna be harder to play than the Hornets, just because that team has been there. That core has been there for a while. They know how to play with each other. They got Sabonis, Karis LeVert, TJ McConnell, all these pieces. And you look at the Celtics, they really only have Tatum and Kemba. I don't know if that's enough.
It's Paris.
Oh yeah, what's your take on it then, huh? Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's Paris.
All right, let me hear your take.
My take is it's Paris.
What are you talking about?
It's Karis LeVert.
Paris
It's
LeVert.
balling like Karis LeVert, Cesar. Come
Wow,
on.
like Karis LeVert.
Come on, you gotta like.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
It would be cool to see the Pacers though in it. I won't deny. But is Brogdon still out?
So the Pacers aren't gonna make it.
Yeah, Brogdon's still out.
Nah, okay. That hurts him a little bit.
The
Brogdon,
Pacers aren't gonna make it, bro.
Brogdon and Miles Turner are out. So
I
they
have
don't-
the Celtics in 7 and Pacers at 8.
Yeah, real quick. Hey,
So you think the
literally
Wizards aren't
anything
gonna
can
make it?
happen in the East. But you know what, Jeremy? Warriors aren't going to make it. How about that?
Warriors
How about that?
already made it.
Warriors. So
Nah,
they
they
can
gotta
lose
play
to
in
the
the
7th
play-in.
seed,
Yo,
and then
They're
Bro.
fine. You know who they gotta play?
What if they don't make it? What if
They're
they don't
gonna
make
make it.
What if they don't?
They're gonna be the 7th seed. They're gonna beat LeBron.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Dylan
And
Brooks
if-
is locking that
And
man
if
up.
if LeBron wins, if the Trailblazers drop and the Lakers go up, then they're gonna beat the Trailblazers and they're gonna be the 7th seed. That's it.
And
My
all-
words.
and all that just to get swept in the first round.
Nope,
Hate to see
they
it.
are not getting swept in the first round.
You hate to see it, man.
They're not getting swept in the first
It's
round.
not myself-
They actually are gonna hold their own. Watch.
All right.
Don't worry.
For the viewers out there, let me just say the West Conference. You got Lakers, Blazers 7, Warriors at 8, Grizzlies at 9, and Spurs at 10. Let me hear some of your inputs.
I'm waiting that we're not really gonna know until later tonight about the Trailblazers Lakers, but like as of right now, it's Curry versus LeBron in a playing game, which is gonna be very interesting. If the Warriors lose, then they gotta play again versus whoever wins out of the Grizzlies and Spurs. They just beat the Grizzlies, so my confidence that the Warriors will at least be in the playoffs is all the way up there. It's just skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be, if not 7th seed, 8th seed. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I like the Grizzlies. I like the Spurs, don't get me wrong, but if it's
Yeah, no.
Warriors or them,
Yeah, I agree with you. I see Lakers or Blazers 7. Maybe all right. If the Lakers make it, I see them 7. If the Blazers go to 7, I see them dropping to 8. But I put the Warriors over the Grizzlies or the Spurs for sure. What about you, Lou? What's your conference looking like?
I actually think Portland's gonna go to the 7th seed. They're gonna lose. I got the Lakers at 6. Uh, Portland will beat the Warriors in the playing game, and then the Warriors are gonna have a rematch against the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies will lose. So we'll have Curry at 8 playing. I think it's Utah, and then the Blazers will play
the Suns.
the Suns, and then we'll get Denver versus the Lakers. I honestly don't think, not that Portland's
Denver,
just
so
gonna fall apart, but I just think this is gonna be Jokic's like defining MVP game. This is gonna be the game where he shits on Dame, make sure they lock in their 3 seed. Like, because who do the Clippers play? They play the Thunder at 9 too. So if Denver loses, they drop down to 4 and they got to play Dallas. So it's just as big of a game for Denver. So I don't see them honestly losing, and I don't see the Lakers losing tonight. Whether is LeBron and Anthony Davis playing? I think they're
believe
both.
so.
I
They-
think so.
They played
They're
last
pro-
night.
They gotta play for that seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanna
So-
win and hope that the Trailblazers lose.
I don't think. I think the Trailblazers are gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. So I think the Lakers will just get out of the playing game on the last day. I'm not betting against LeBron.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly hip to who's playing who, but I just know I want the Warriors to make it so they can get swept in the first round, just like you said.
They're not getting
I
swept.
agree.
They're gonna win a game at least.
I just want them to get crushed. You know what I mean? Like I want everything about that organization to,
I just want to hear Jeremy cry.
me
That's
too.
all.
Me
Be like,
too.
guys, it happened, guys. And we're like, yeah, we told you on the pod it was gonna happen.
Cry out the pod every
But-
Sunday.
No, I gotta agree. I think Lakers are gonna go to 6 just because they don't want to play those playing games and add more recovery time for AD and LeBron, And isn't Dennis Schroeder coming back from an injury?
Yeah, he played the other
Yeah,
day.
he played. Yeah,
When Drummond joined, he got
Schroeder-
injured, so they
Schroeder
need
came back.
as much rest as they can get. If
I don't
they
think
want
he was. I don't think he was. My bad. I don't think he was injured. It was like COVID protocol.
you good?
Some shit like that.
heard. But yeah, they want as much rest as they can get to repeat, and they got to go all out tonight. So, and yeah, Denver. I didn't even think about Jokic. Like, yo, I'm actually the MVP. I was thinking Portland, just like they want to make sure they get in because they had the play in last year. Maybe that helps them. They've been there before. It was only 1 game last year, and this year's 2, but they've been there. They know what they need to. Is it 3? 1?
3-1 twice for Jokic. This man's been here way too much. This man had it almost his entire playoffs defined off.
Would this be their first playoffs with home since Jokic has been there? No.
No,
Last year they get it?
They were a 2nd seed or 3rd seed a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, they were second last year, weren't they? That's right.
I don't know about last year. I think it might have been last year actually.
I feel like it was now that I'm thinking about it.
It
But
might
yeah,
have been.
the playoffs, these play-ins, the playoffs, all gonna go crazy. No matter who makes it, I feel like.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. The games are gonna be good. Even the 9 and 10 games are gonna be good.
Yeah, the only game that's actually going to be good is if Portland slides down. I'm not even going to hold you.
You don't think it's gonna be good if Curry plays LeBron?
That's
Yo,
that's literally the only good matchup because I don't think anyone low key really cares about Wizards Celtics or Pacers, Hornets or Grizzlies Spurs. Like it really is whoever Curry's playing in that play-in that's going to be like the most watched.
Yeah.
Of the 4 going on, and I don't even think anyone's going to care that much for the. I mean, I guess it depends on the 8th seed because people do like John Morant, and that could cause excitement. And if Russ and Beal drop down to the 8th seed, then I guess you might want to watch that second.
That Warriors Grizzly game, Lou. I don't know if you watched it.
Now
That
that
was
we're
a
that-
good game today.
The Warriors were up, and then Dylan Brooks playing hard defense, like scoring too. He brought him back, and when he
Fucked
fouled
up.
out, that's when it fell apart for him.
Fucked
If
up.
if Dylan Brooks can stay in the game, maybe the Memphis is 8.
remember when Jeremy said, "Who the fuck Dylan Brooks?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why
I
said
even
he
I
doesn't
remember that.
deserve
I
it.
was young.
He's too
That
good.
nigga fouls out all the fucking time.
Hey, I just want to make a quick comment. Lou, you said the East don't matter, but if Wizards get that 7th seed, they play the Nets.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
it's gonna be a good series.
That doesn't matter.
Russell
not?
Westbrook versus KD again. Those are always good games. Don't get me wrong, they're getting swept, but it's gonna be fun.
All right.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
He's coming up with fucking a 22 with Beal. Pew, pew, pew. This man has Kyrie and Harden. Like, no.
I
No.
got 2 choppers.
Like, not, no.
I
That's
just
a
want
sweep. They probably
just-
sweep whoever they play at the 7th seed. I would have really considered the Celtics beating them if we had Jaylen Brown.
yeah, nah, for sure. I think so too. But
Yeah.
I just want to say this for Trey. I can't wait till that first round, Wizards versus Nets. Beal and Russell both each have 40 and they still lose by 30. It's gonna be so
That's what's gonna
exciting.
happen. I don't see how that's fun. You're like, it's gonna be great. No, it's
Oh,
not.
that's messed up.
Why do I want to
dumb.
watch a team get washed by 30 every game? There's no fun shit about that. This shit ain't fun at all.
You think
I'm gonna
had
feel
no
bad
chance
for
of
us.
winning one?
I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, you went through all this. You grinded mad hard at the end of the regular season. You won a playing game to get swept by Durant. I'm going to cry for Russell Westbrook. That's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna feel good for him whatsoever. I'd rather him not make the playoffs than get embarrassed by Durant like that, to be honest.
How does the Westbrook fan feel about this? He ain't saying anything.
I believe in Westbrook. I'm gonna leave it alone. I believe in Russ. Watch.
Trust
Why?
in Russ.
In Russ we trust. No cap. No cap.
Hey, what we say in all those practice ones, man. The best they can be is going to the finals. Hey, he is a point guard though. 11.7 assists. It's like the highest in a season in a while. So, hey, maybe they take one. Don't get swept. Maybe they take one.
Maybe they win.
No, I think it's funny. I think it's funny how all our favorite teams are first round exits besides Chase's.
Crazy,
Oh, well, if we go back to last year, and what happens last year happens this year, and like some injuries don't happen that happen, we could be a first round too,
If
probably.
the Lakers slide up, don't they play the Clippers in the first round?
They play Denver.
No.
They play
No.
Denver.
Denver needs to win, and that's what Zach was gonna. If Denver wins, they stay the 3 seed, which means Portland will go down because
And they're playing the Trailblazers.
They'll play.
tonight, right?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, so if Denver beats the Trailblazers, they stay,
And Blazers go down to
they
7.
play
and the Blazers go down.
unless the
That's
Lakers
if
lose.
the Lakers. Yeah,
If,
that's
yeah.
if the Lakers win.
So,
if the Lakers lose and Portland loses, nothing changes. We'll have Denver,
but if
Portland.
the Lakers lose and Portland wins, they flop. They switch, right?
Portland loses, Lakers was doing, they can flop exactly.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we gotta watch these games. They're all on at like 9 too, right?
So
Yeah.
All on at the
Yep.
same
And then
time.
that- unless Denver loses, Portland wins, stays the 6th seed, but the Clippers win and jump to the 3rd seed, then we get Portland versus Clippers.
I think I'd rather that, honestly.
We'll get
Probably
Portland versus
not.
Clippers,
Probably
and then we'll
not.
get Denver versus the Mavericks in the first round.
I think I'd rather face the Mavericks. No, I don't know. That's kind of tough. I don't know who I'd rather face, honestly.
And
If I were you, I'd rather face the Mavericks.
I think I would
I'd
too.
rather face Dame. I agree with Lewis on this one.
I
If
don't.
I'm the Clippers, I'd rather play Dame.
last year, you didn't even know if you could beat the fucking Mavericks, to be honest.
Last
This ain't last year, is it, huh? This a whole new year. And
Last
hopefully he ain't pandemic P.
Last year, you didn't know if you can beat them, but everyone expected you to. So I think
Right.
it's still the same atmosphere. And I think
Luka's doing too much business.
and ever since Damian Lillard ended OKC, bro, I never doubt that man in the playoffs. Never.
Getting better, bro.
That's true.
Even Paul George recanted his statement and said that wasn't a bad shot.
Good. Well,
I'm just saying that was. I don't know. He's shot in a lot of those shots since then. And
Nah, I'm with Jeremy and Paul George. Those are bad. Those are bad shots. Not bad shots for him. That's his regular.
Yeah, we know about you.
I'd
Bad
rather
shot.
play him.
Yeah. Yeah, he smiles. Yo, we jumping over to the NFL now. They just released the NFL schedule, and there's a couple games that we should talk about, because y'all are some Patriot fans, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Brady's coming back up there.
He ain't a myth. He's a man.
He's
a legend.
He's a
He'll
man.
be a
He's
myth
a legend.
eventually. Nobody will believe what he did. He'll be a myth eventually.
He is
But-
no myth.
Yeah. I saw tickets for that game are like $1,300 at the cheapest right now.
Wow.
Lewis, you think he's going to be booed or cheered?
There'll be like the 5 people that'll boo because it'll be cool, I should say, or funny. But the stadium is probably going to erupt.
Standing ovation.
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do like a tribute video, so on and so forth, because there's probably a good chance this is the last time he's gonna come and visit, because you know how NFC and AFC games go. It doesn't happen every year, so this literally might be the one and only time Brady ever comes as a visitor, unless we go to the Super Bowl or something like that. Some crazy shit gotta happen, and we have to host it at Foxborough. But anyways, yeah, no, I think he'll get an overwhelming standing ovation, a nice video. I think him and Belichick will hug, do whatever, like I know a lot of people are like, oh, Tom's dad tweeted out this, they're talking about this, Brady's gonna fire them up. I get it, but I don't think it's gonna be some sort of beef or anything like that. I think once he gets on the field and he starts missing passes and stuff like that, the crowd will turn.
Cheer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously he's not the guy we should be rooting for, but I think it'll be an outstanding standing ovation, because this doesn't happen. This is like, I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but this is like once every 20, 25 years. Like, this doesn't happen across sports. I know it happened with Peyton and stuff like that, and Peyton honestly just wasn't as good as Brady is at this point in his career, to be honest. Peyton aged very fast, very bad.
If Peyton one more, I think that's what it is. Tom, he does have the stats to back it up as well, but he just won more Super Bowls, and that's what it comes down to. Who won more Super Bowls, really? But so no tomatoes. No tomatoes.
I don't think
That's
so.
a shame. That's a
I
shame.
doubt it. Who knows?
That's all right.
Maybe they'll
Will he get lit like he
football.
did at
That might be funny.
Will he get lit like he did at the Bucks parade in his
If
return?
he wins, yeah. If he wins, he's going to his favorite bar in Foxborough, and he better get fucking wasted for free.
Yeah. So for the people that don't, you three that don't really watch football,
I watch football.
You meant Cesar.
what do y'all feel about it?
Dan
Oh, my
loves
bad.
football.
Dan, do you watch football? Dan, you watch
Dan
football?
loves football.
How do you feel about Tom Brady coming back? Get the man with the computer talking.
I think it's great. I don't care. It's whatever that I want to lean over. He's gonna get cheered on in the beginning, but as soon as the game starts, it's gonna be, typical New England. They're gonna yell at him the whole time. We still want to win.
Yep.
I want to hear what Cesar has to say. This dude loves Tom Brady and doesn't know a single thing about football.
What's there more to know about Tom Brady, right? That's NFL, baby. What's there more to know about?
Pretty much. Pretty
much.
much.
I didn't know there's more.
I agree.
You know Tom Brady, you know NFL. That's it.
There you go. Wow.
I was just saying, Tom Brady followed me to Florida, got a trip over here. Tom Brady, baby. That's what they want to know about.
Oh, I can't believe he said that one.
Don't go, Doug.
He did. That's Cesar.
He does.
Funny.
Can't lie to them, man. Yo, all I know about football is Tom Brady as well, man. I don't know shit.
Yeah. You know Tom Brady, yeah. You know who the winner is basically of football. So
Yeah. And I just know
Mr.
New England.
Football.
I'm from New England. He's from New England. He's the greatest.
That's all I hear all my life. I watch Family Guy and I fucking see Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yep.
I only watch one football game a year, and it's the Super Bowl. That's the only one I watch.
So you know exactly who Tom Brady is. I
Yeah,
got you.
He's
I got you.
the most recurring player for me.
Yep. I got you. Lewis, talk about winning. You know, week 3, we got the Saints and the Patriots. You know, you were talking about making a bet on whoever makes it to the playoffs. What you think about this game right here?
We're whipping your ass.
Oh, well, that's not going to happen, but all right.
It's going to
Continue.
be a battle of the runaround quarterbacks. It's happening. It's Cam versus Taysom Hill, week 3, baby.
No, not Taysom. I hope not. Okay, I'm not a Taysom Hill hater. All right, I like Taysom Hill. He does a lot. He can play quarterback a little bit, but I think we should go with Jameis. We eating W's, bro. We eating W's in New Orleans. So, Jameis versus Cam. Jameis versus Mac. You think Mac's going to start that early?
I don't think Mac plays at all this year.
You don't think he plays at all this?
Just preseason.
All right, I hear it. Y'all are getting y'all's defense banged. Saints have, we have an okay defense. I'm gonna be honest. Our corner's not the best, but I think the game will be good. It'll be good. Hopefully, I hope so. I really do hope so. I don't want to lose to New England. Don't want to hear y'all. I don't want to hear y'all. All right.
I might be catching a lot of hells. Y'all,
Yeah.
don't you have Green Bay in week 1 too?
No, I said we're eating W's, and that's what we're doing. All right.
You got Green Bay in week 1. I know that. I know you guys have Dallas at some point too, right?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we got Tampa Bay twice a year. Yeah. So, 12 and 5. That's what I'm calling it. 12 and 5 right now. No, we'll probably be like 9 and 8. 10 and 7, but 12 and 5, hopefully, is what I'm hoping for. We got some other games, to talk about. We got Dallas and Tampa Bay in the first. Dak coming back from his injury. The man had like 1,600 passing yards in 4 games last year, so we'll see what he can do. Week 2, we got KC and Baltimore. Always a fun game between Patrick Mahomes and Lamar. I know y'all are just sitting there, but y'all have heard the names Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson before.
For sure.
Yeah, I've heard Dak Prescott too.
Okay. That man over there.
I sometimes hear about football. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Some people.
I just can't get into it.
I hear it. But I mean, Lamar versus Patty, those games are always good. They're always good. Week 5, week 9, and week 14, I want to say. 3 of those weeks, it's either an AFC championship rematch or KC versus Green Bay, one in the Super Bowl last year, one in the NFC championship. And then we got Buffalo and Tampa Bay. So it's kind of like the 4 teams last year are all facing each other to see where they rank this year, like where they stack up. Yeah. So all those should be good, depending on what happens in Green Bay, because we still don't know what's happening with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I think that
we touched on that a little bit.
That Green Bay Kansas City game week 9 might be.
Yeah.
That might be the best game of the year.
Very likely. Very likely.
As long as everything goes according and health goes all well for all these players, we're gonna have a great game week 9. And I'm not sleeping on that Buffalo Tampa game either. And we get that in like week 14. Like that's literally like the last month of the season. Yeah. So that's going to be a great game. That's a game I am looking forward to.
Talking about game of the years, right? Obviously, I didn't mention like any division rivals because division rival games go crazy. And again, I referenced the 3 that don't watch football. If y'all want to watch a football game from last year, Cleveland, Baltimore. I mean, what more could you ask from a game, dude?
My head hurts just thinking about it.
The back and forth touchdowns. End of the game, you got like one of the most prolific players in the game just go down. And then the backup comes in, and then man comes out of the tunnel like Superman and leads. Oh my, that game, it ended like 48-46, right? It was something crazy close.
Was it 40?
They were both near 50 at least. I remember that.
It was
craziest game I've ever seen.
Insane.
craziest game I've ever seen in football,
Sounds
hands down.
Oh yeah.
So
that was a great game.
Sounds like some
not
Madden.
mentioning divisional rivals, they can easily any division game can become game of the year just because of the hatred between the two teams just fuels them, you know. So
We talked about how we honestly didn't mention a lot of the NFC West because
Yeah.
all 4 of those teams are like they're loaded this year. Cardinals,
Yes.
Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. That division is going to be the opposite of what the NFC East usually is.
least you mean the
Yeah.
least? Yeah.
That division is going to be a battle. That division is going to be crazy. That's probably my favorite division.
Real quick then, who do you think wins that?
I really, really want to say the 49ers. I'm not even going to lie.
I hear it. I want to say the Cardinals. I really want the Cardinals to win.
On Seahawks.
You want the Seahawks because of Russell?
Yes, sir.
You know him because of Sierra?
Yes.
Yep.
But I'm not sleeping on the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Matt
not-
Stafford, bro.
I'm not going to sleep on them. But they did lose 2 key pieces of their secondary. So I'm
Their safety, John Johnson.
John Johnson and Troy Hill.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
both went to Cleveland.
Yeah. They both went to the Browns, right?
They both went to Cleveland.
And they picked up Jadeveon. So, I mean, the Browns, we talked about that game last year. The Browns, the Browns
Cleveland-
cannot be.
Both Cleveland Baltimore games, mark them on your calendar. They're gonna go crazy. Division
Yep.
games. That's gonna
And
go.
they're getting Odell back too. So
They have Kansas City in week 1.
oh, that's gonna be a good one. That's
Kansas
gonna
City
be a good
Browns,
one. That's
that's
gonna be the one you want to watch week 1. Yeah.
There's so many great games.
Not to mention, great games. We get to see some of the younger quarterbacks play this year. Like week 4, we got Jacksonville and Cincinnati.
One question:
Go ahead.
Deshaun playing? Do we know?
Hey, if Deshaun's playing, my guy said he don't know. I don't know. I don't think the world knows. I don't know, dog. Ain't nobody know what's
he
happening
did
with
not.
that.
just
That's
do
a
that.
touchy subject. I don't know, bro.
Deshaun Jackson?
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, my bad.
Deshaun Jackson.
Jackson, I don't think he's playing either.
He's older than him.
I don't think he's
But-
playing either, but yeah.
I was
That's-
wondering because they play the Jags in week 1. So it's the Clemson quarterback battle if Deshaun is there. Or the
But I mean, before
Clemson
all this
quarterbacks on
happened,
bad South teams, I should say.
before all this happened, he was adamant about not playing. So
I hear it.
yeah, so getting away from all that real quick, Jacksonville and Cincinnati, Trevor Lawrence versus Joe Burrow. We
Run it
get
back.
the championship game, and now I do like Jacksonville. I do root for them, but I gotta Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Come on, LSU, the
think-
Cincinnati Tigers. Instead of Bengals, just go ahead and name them Cincinnati Tigers. But we got Jacksonville and the Jets. Number 1, number 2, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence. There's other games like Justin Herbert versus Lamar versus Tua. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar, they're still young. They're still like, hey, 5 years in, these other ones, rookie, second year, let's see what they can do.
I'm looking forward for the Lamar Tua game, but it's more for Miami's defense
Yeah.
and to see what Tua's done with his weapons. Because at that point, I think that's a week 9 or week 10 game.
Yeah,
So-
I think so.
That will be fun to watch, but not so much for like the Tua versus Lamar aspect. I don't think Tua's gonna make it much longer.
you don't think he's going to be it? No.
They have a horrible offensive line.
They do.
And
They've
I'm gonna
addressed
knock
it a
on
little
wood
bit,
because I don't
Yeah.
want it to happen.
but Cincinnati does too.
And you've seen what happened,
Yeah,
Burrow.
I hear it.
I'm gonna knock on wood for Tua because I don't wish it, but that O line is ugly. That O line's gonna get Tua in trouble.
I hear it.
I won't be surprised, even if it's not like 5, 6, 7 or season ending. I won't be surprised if he misses 2 or 3 weeks with like a knee or a rib,
Like a
or if he
bruise.
re-aggravates his hip. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, and he's gonna have Parker, Waddle, and
Gesicki.
Fuller.
They got Gasecki too.
and they have
Don't
like
forget
he's gonna have
tight-
so
tight
much
ends, man.
to throw to
Yeah.
that I think it might end up fucking them in the long run because they don't have anyone to keep him upright. Like they don't have anyone to protect him, and I think that's what happened to Russell Wilson. He
Hey, he's
O line
still
has
going
been
through
so
it,
bad.
man.
He's gone out in public and like my offensive line is bad. I need
Yep.
help.
So what do? First
Got him
pick
help.
they use in the draft is get a wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what the Bengals did too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. That I still think they should have won with Panay, like our mock draft had. I
Yeah.
think they should have won
Yeah.
with Panay. I think
I
y'all
think the
could have won
Bengals
with
should have
Panay.
as well. To be
Y'all wanted
honest.
Jamar Chase, so I don't know. I
I
think
mean,
those
real
quarterbacks
quick.
have to be careful.
going back to your comments about the NFC West, you got Russell and Matthew with the Rams and the Seahawks, but then with the Niners, you got Jimmy G, but for how long? You know, because Trey Lance, number 3 overall pick, and people actually believe he's closer to playing than sitting for a year.
Mhm.
And then you got Kyler Murray, my bad. So it's
That's gonna get crazy
agreed.
within like the next. Is Stafford signed for? Because you got Trey.
I think he's only on a 1 year.
Oh,
I think he might have an extra year. I don't think it's anything too long. At most, I think 2 years.
at least we'll say the next 2 years is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. And I hope us talking more about football will get these losers involved and start watching football. Because
Where did Lawrence go? Did he go to the Jets?
He went to Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
who?
Nobody know it.
Lawrence.
Trevor.
The
Oh, yeah.
Jets ended up
Yeah,
winning.
what's wrong with the Jaguars, man? They got
that's right. They
Urban
reversed
Meyer.
things.
No,
Yeah.
Dan, you haven't heard the best part about the Jags, man.
What's
They
that?
got Tim Tebow running tight end, bro. Come on.
Tebow's going to camp for
Come
tight end.
Wait,
on.
People came back to the NFL.
Yep.
And he's playing tight end. Yep.
Pulled it
Dan's
wrong.
is so stumped. Like that just
Pulled
doesn't
it
make
wrong.
any sense.
You should see my face right now, bro.
No.
Yeah.
Gronk left for a year.
Yeah.
Tebow's left for
Never played the position.
People went to the minor league baseball, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he did.
And now, what?
Fucking
He left
people.
football 6 years ago, and I think hasn't played in a regular season game in 9 years.
And he's
Something
I
like
think he played preseason like 6 years ago,
and he's
but
coming
hasn't
back.
played like a whole hardcore true football game in about almost a decade.
He's not gonna play, is he?
Yeah, probably.
can't. And
Most
some people
likely.
are like expecting him to be signed and they think he's gonna
No,
make
he's
it.
signed. I'm pretty
Urban
sure he's
Myers is the
signed.
head coach of the Jags now. Yeah.
Oh, Urban is.
Urban,
Ah,
it makes more sense now. What you know?
There you
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're next door neighbors as well. So,
Yeah. So like
you know, no
the
favoritism
football coach
or
you
anything
won,
in
you know,
that.
a couple championships with. It's hey, what you
Yo,
doing? I need a tight end.
imagine.
Can I play?
Wow.
Yeah,
Literally, can I play?
imagine.
Can
But
I play?
The football season is going to be exciting. It usually is. You know, I'm ready for it. Ready for this playoffs and NBA. Ready for this
off
season.
season had so many storylines. Like
Texans.
definitely one of the more exciting
We'll skip that one.
NFL seasons.
Yeah,
There's been
Yeah.
so much shit going on this off season.
agreed.
Talking about entertainment. We had videos and such aired of Floyd and the Paul brothers scuffle. What do you guys think of basically Floyd buying into this whole basically celebrity boxing?
It's a media stunt.
You know his name?
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Mayweather.
It's all for money.
You know his name.
It's all for money.
I think
And
it
he's-
helps discredit the sport by having someone of Mayweather's caliber actually like
You're
beating
right.
into. Like McGregor is different. Like McGregor was another professional fighter. Like he was, like you're literally fighting a guy that's fought a retired fighter
Mhm.
that
that'd
looked
be-
bad because Ben did not look good whatsoever. Like
No, he didn't.
you know, like and then there's
He didn't-
KSI
that
and
wasn't even-
Nate and like none of these guys are fighting. Like I just can't buy. I can't buy into it.
That was Jake.
Who did Logan fight?
Yeah, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like together as like them box, like the
Yeah,
Paul
like, as
brothers
the
boxing
brothers,
and stuff.
yeah,
They haven't
yeah.
had a crazy list of Ben, Nate, KSI, and whoever else who else did they?
I don't know
Was
who
it
else.
KSI twice?
I don't
no,
know who else Logan fought.
I think KSI's brother fought Jake when Logan fought KSI, and then I think
they're
KSI
not
and
even
Logan
fighting
fought
anyone
twice.
remotely.
Who else has Logan fought other than KSI?
I think it's only him.
Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
That
No,
was
Jake
No, that
fought
was Jake.
Logan.
Jake
yeah.
fought Nate.
Logan's
Logan-
fighting
Do this
Floyd.
same fucking person.
Like, they haven't fought anyone relevant. Like
Hey,
Ben was
but
the closest
Floyd.
thing.
it's what Trey says though. It's all for the money. Like I get where you're coming from with it can like discredit, but they're amateur fights. They don't count towards. I guess your amateur record. It does count towards it because it's not a professional fight. This man's doing it for the money. He knows where the money is. After this, I think he's going to Japan. I think I heard about that. So this is one big, like, last big pay before he goes fight over there. He's just doing it for money.
Logan?
And why not, right? Why not beat someone, get a couple mil, you're good.
I mean,
More than a couple mil, but
it makes sense why he's doing it.
not yeah. Like I
They
don't.
better last 45 seconds.
I honestly think he might even throw the fight for the extra money, bro. No
I
bullshit.
don't know.
Yeah, can we cut that out,
No.
guys? Can we cut that
Obviously,
part out?
record.
He ain't throwing no fight for more money. Come on, man. That would discredit the sport. That
I'm
right
ready
there
for
would
all
discredit.
the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones rules. You can't hit him in the head. You have to wear protective equipment. I'm waiting for all the bullshit because there's no way they're gonna let Floyd actually goes in there and actually boxes, and this doesn't end in like a minute to a minute and a half. You better be getting paid a boatload of money. Because as you're gonna be Floyd, Money Mayweather, you're gonna
Logan
kind of
Paul.
look like a joke if you're really in there
Yeah.
kind of fucking around too much.
Yeah.
Because no one's gonna be entertained. Everyone's there for the entertainment value of watching one of these brothers get knocked the fuck out.
I agree.
Yeah. You think they know that, right? They have to know that everybody's watching these fights just to see one of them get knocked out, right?
That's the only reason
They
keep
know
doing
that.
it.
That's the reason they keep
Yeah.
doing it. They like proving people wrong.
Only reason.
And what if Logan does prove everybody wrong?
If
Did you see Logan?
If Logan Paul knocks Floyd Mayweather out, or
And I'm gonna be pissed
wins the
off
fight.
if Floyd throws fucking body punches all fucking night too. I'm gonna be pissed. That's not the shit I wanted to see.
Aim for the face. Aim for the face.
And
Did you
this nigga-
see
I'm
Logan talking to Mike
telling
Tyson?
you.
Nah.
Did you see Logan? Okay, so Mike Tyson was like genuinely concerned for Logan. It seemed like he was just like, dude, this ain't a joke. And then Logan's like, do you think I'm a charity case? And it's like, no, but this is Floyd Mayweather. Dude's 50
Exactly.
and 0.
Like
He's 50 and 0. Like,
that man's hands are
know what you're
weapons.
going into. Because Logan was like, you don't think there's any chance? He's just no.
Do if you're Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul wants to fight you, like that's why Lewis. I kind of agree with Lewis saying that it's kind of like tarnishing it because it's like Floyd Mayweather shouldn't have even taken this fight. Like let Logan build up a reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Should've just
barely
fought
has
Pacquiao
even a
again.
reputation, right? Like
Or McGregor
you want
again.
money, fight McGregor or Pacquiao again. Like you're fighting fucking Logan.
Can we not do that again? Can we not do Mayweather Pacquiao again? I wasted so much money on that fight, man. It was.
Or what's the weight
Everybody
difference
does.
on him and Canelo? Go do something
Right.
better with you. Like way more
That would be
entertaining.
crazy. That
Way
would be
more
crazy.
entertaining.
That would be crazy.
I just think that celebrity boxing shit is just a wave right now. Like it's just getting people looked
It's
at
the
a lot
money.
more.
It's the money.
For
Yeah.
sure. Like
Agreed.
there's so many fights that's going on right now. Like the TikTokers are fighting a lot of celebrities right now because like that whole Logan Paul shit. Like I know DDG is fighting that TikToker Nate Wyatt.
I
Got,
don't know
like,
who that is.
You don't know who that is? Nate
Who that is?
I don't think I know who that is. I haven't even heard of this shit. That's why I'm like, what? What's fighting where?
Austin McBroom is gonna be fighting like Taylor Holder.
I know who Austin I know that's the
I've
eighth
heard
grade
of
nigga,
some of
right?
these.
He's fighting like Taylor Holder, and
I
then
don't
Bryce
know who that
Hall is
is.
fighting someone else. I can't.
I don't know a
remember,
lot of
but
them niggas.
honestly, this is just a wave right now. The boxing celebrities-
Non-confirmed. non-confirmed, but Jake Paul and 6ix9ine are supposed to be fighting. So.
What the fuck?
See what I'm saying?
Not confirmed yet, but like
Yeah.
it was like I seen a video on it on Jake Paul's shit. Like
Yeah, they were both talking shit like
they
set
were
it
both
up.
talking shit. So
That's
Yeah.
why I feel like Floyd should just look at all these wannabe social media wannabes, just look at them and be like, y'all disrespecting my profession. He should light this nigga up.
I agree.
But that's
no
like
cap.
that's like celebrities playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? And NBA players coming down like, oh, you
Yeah,
know
but
what I'm saying? But
there's literally celebrity basketball games, there's
They do that
celebrity
once a
baseball
year.
games,
not
there's like there's actually where the like I don't think I've seen a boxer actually support this and back this up and be like, this is such a great idea.
yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you
Yeah.
mean. I was thinking of it more like Quavo challenging like Kyrie to a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he stands no
Something
chance.
that.
That's
He stands
that's
no
a
chance
super
for sure,
dope.
but that's something a lot of people are going to tune into because
Yeah.
you're going to want to see Kyrie get Quavo. This is the best rapper basketball player. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he's the best, but whatever.
I
And
know.
then you got
I know what you're
Kyrie.
saying.
You know what I'm
J.
saying?
Cole
Like,
would be. That man's playing in the African Basketball League, man. Come on. I don't see Quavo over there.
hey man,
Quavo's not over there because he don't want to be.
hey Dave East should have been in the NBA. I don't know if people really know about Dave East, but
He played D1 with Kevin Durant.
should have been in the NBA.
Should have been in the
Did
NBA.
he
He just
break
chose,
his knee or something?
he chose
Got
a
injured.
different. He
Went to
chose.
jail.
He just chose a different life.
Oh.
Literally, he chose the street life. Like
Well,
it was more appealing to him, I guess.
So that's
you know?
pretty much like the celebrity boxing thing. I feel like it's just something that people are buying into right now. It's just trending, so they're just doing it. I don't think it has much to do with the image that it has on boxing because at the end of the day, we know what Floyd Money Mayweather. We know what he did to real boxers. I don't think it really is gonna matter what he does to this kid who's like, hey, fight me, I want money.
Well,
Who cares?
I don't know if you guys seen, but Mike Tyson actually said that he thinks that the Paul brothers are great for boxing because they're bringing boxing a lot of money and a lot more eyes.
A lot of publicity.
He was like, boxing needs that shit right now. So, some people look at it different. Some like,
When have you ever?
Hey,
Yeah, let me put on this boxing match because I know it's happening. It's always an hour before you might see a commercial like, oh, this fight's happening on ESPN too. Not even ESPN, the second one, not the first one, the second one. So I mean, it makes sense. You got to have promoters.
yeah,
That's what they're promoters. They're promoting boxing in a different way, and it's helping boxing.
yeah.
But it is at the same like Floyd had to do it.
Yeah, like I'm just there's different ways
Like-
to look at it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm with
obviously Floyd's with more money, but they could get like other amateur boxers or just turn pro boxers. Be like, let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cesar.
And I was just gonna say, I'm mature on this. You need to stop looking at it as Floyd defending boxing. Floyd's doing what Floyd always does, going for that paycheck. And why would you fight somebody like McGregor or Canelo when you can literally fight a 0-1 boxer who will give you an easy meal, at least minimum, just to whoop his ass for like 2 minutes? That's the easy fight, fast money. This is what Floyd does. Floyd's doing what Floyd does. He's not doing it for the sport. He's doing it for Floyd Money Mayweather.
You know how much more money he would make if
If
this
he
was
fought
actually
McGregor
boxing sanctioned with actual pay-per-view revenue? Will be so much more than anything the Paul brothers could offer him.
I doubt he works his body as hard though.
There's a
Yeah,
lawsuit.
exactly. I agree with that. McGregor fight, definitely more money. But a Logan Paul fight where you don't actually get hurt because you know damn well this is an amateur and you know you can beat his ass because you've been boxing for the last 30 years. You can definitely take on this kid. That's quick paycheck.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree with Cesar on that. Yeah.
It was a lawsuit because the fight's what's supposed to happen in Dubai or some shit like that. Like Mayweather's people were supposed to set it up and it's supposed to happen in Dubai and something happened. It's not going to be in Dubai and Mayweather is suing Logan Paul for like 120 mil. Crazy
Did you
shit.
just say
Some crazy
120?
120 mil, yeah. Because the fight's not going to be in Dubai. Yeah, so it's like that's more money being thrown around right now. It's definitely a stunt. I think it's a stunt.
That's gonna do it for this week. I have more stuff for you guys next week. Cesar? take us home.
Like, comment, share, repost, follow.
Subscribe.
Bro,
You don't
guys,
do it because he said so. Do it because you want to, and you love
always
it. And that
no.
guy's cute.
And also do it because
He
I
is
said
pretty
so.
cute.
Yo, fucking put in the bucket. End of the podcast. Let's go.